Hello folks. With warm days running out, I decided to paddle down this tranquil creek before it gets too cold. Someone's adventure took a bit of a dip here. Let's hope our paddle goes more smoothly. I'm hoping that most have packed up their kayaks by now. With fewer people around, there's a better chance for some wildlife encounters. Some parts of this creek are shallow, so I often end up dragging my kayak, walking through the silty bottom. This significantly extends my paddling time, and it takes too long to reach the next launching point. Because of time constraints and no shuttle transport arranged, I'll have to turn back at some point. Although I prefer new scenery throughout my trips, I've noticed that closer to evenings, this stretch of the creek sees a boost in wildlife activity and potential encounters. Here is our first wildlife encounter. It looks like it might be a painted turtle. I spotted a couple of great blue herons, but they heard me and flew off before I could even get the camera on. At least the plants around here aren't in a hurry to leave. We can admire them as long as we'd like. I've never come across this many water beetles at once. It's like a whole herd of them. This spot seems like a good place for a quick stretch and a bite to eat. I see the back of a carp that's rooting around the muddy bank in search of food. Let's see if I can sneak up on it. That carp sure knows how to make an exit. If you're not ready for it, you might find your pants a bit wet, and not just from the water coming through the scupper holes. I see another one. Let's see how close I can get. Carp are bottom feeders. They sift through the mud to find aquatic plants, insects, and other small organisms that live in or on the mud. When carp get spooked, They purposely stir up the mud to create a cloud of silt, making it harder for predators to see them. As enjoyable as it is navigating these small cascades, getting back up will definitely be less fun. It might be a sign that it's time to turn back. I'm glad I decided to turn back. Look who's making an appearance just one bend up the river. Making my way up the creek naturally takes more effort, and in some spots, dragging the kayak is the only option. It's certainly going to affect my breathing. I just hope the camera doesn't pick up on my heavy breaths and spoil the ASMR. This is an oxbow. An oxbow is a bend in a river that gets cut off when the river finds a shorter, straighter path. Over time, the bend becomes a separate pond or lake. Isn't it just good to be here?